Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rebecca. So today I'm gonna do a makeup look. I'm gonna do Freddy Krueger, and let's get going, everyone. First thing I'm gonna do is cover one eyebrow because I'm actually gonna do like a half burnt of Freddy Krueger, and I have done Freddy Krueger many of times. So this is actually not the first time I have done Freddy Krueger. I did him many of times because he's actually one of my favorite horror characters besides Chucky. He was actually one of the first horror characters I actually liked it before Chucky, because I know everyone gets confused, especially like when you look at my TikToks, my Instagram, and my YouTube, that I have done Chucky and Tiffany many times. But no, Freddy Krueger is actually one of my favorite horror characters before Chucky. So just to like let it dry. I just put at least like 3 times. I put a setting powder on this eyebrow to cover it very well. I'm gonna let it sit at least for a couple of minutes because this other part is gonna be just like something like like a beauty look, but this right here is gonna be like a burnt like I was. Now I'm gonna do this eyebrow, so I'm gonna color this in. This will look like the eyebrows look neat. So I'm gonna color this in, and then the next thing is gonna be like the concealer, because we're gonna make this neater right here. I'm gonna blend, put this the concealer just to line this to make it neat. That I got my eyebrows done, so I'm gonna line this really neatly. And then the next thing is gonna be is I'm gonna use this the foundation. I meant the makeup sponge, and we're gonna blend this out. So blend it out to make it neater. You could also put it on the eyes right here. I usually put more after I'm done with this. There you go. Concealer here just to blend it out, to cover it very well, because we're definitely gonna put his latex here. And latex usually takes like a while to dry. But yeah, we're gonna put it because we're gonna make sure to protect the eyebrow. We don't want the latex to take the whole eyebrows out. So that's the reason why I'm covering it very well. And we're gonna use is the makeup sponge and blending that out. See, like blending it out. So the next thing is we're gonna put is the latex. So we're gonna put it like halfway. Because remember, because we're just gonna do the half burnt. So I'm gonna put it here. Just be careful like where the eyes is, because this is very sensitive. Usually I put the contacts first, but since I'm gonna be dealing with latex, and latex is gonna be around my eye, so that's the reason why, because it will burn your eyes. So just to make sure that if you're ever gonna use latex, just make sure that if you plan to like put contact lenses, just make sure like this is dry up and you complete the makeup, because this will actually burn your eyes. So you see how I'm gonna go around the corner. So I'm gonna use my fingers because it makes it more easier. And you want to make sure you coat this at least like 2 or 3 times, because you will make sure it dries. Because after this is dried up, you want to make like little holes that you actually got burned. So that's another thing, just to pinpoint, because that's how your Freddy Krueger. I know everyone does like Freddy Krueger differently, but this is actually the version I like to do is half, because if I do a full face, it will take me a longer time to actually like complete this whole makeup, because this is like latex we're dealing with. So I'm using my fingers. And if you want to put it on the neck, you could also. I might just do a little bit, because it'll be more work if I do that. But let's see how it's gonna look on the neck. So I'm gonna coat it at least 2 more times before anything. See, this is dried up. Make sure that you put more of it, because we're gonna be like making the holes, like the burns. But you want to make sure it's completely dry. I'm just gonna let this dry. See, and I coat it at least like 4 times. But then the next thing we're gonna do is the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use like this, like almost like the similar color, like kind of like the Freddy Krueger I'm gonna use for the burn marks. So we're gonna use this color. This is like a reddish pinkish. So we're gonna use this to blend this out. So blend it out, and then you see. Oh, and just to let you know that just make sure before you wear latex. I mean, you put on latex on your face, because some people do suffer allergy reactions with it. So just make sure, like people, like if you never even use latex before. Just make sure you test it in your hands before, yeah, in your hands before you put it in your face, because you want to make sure you're not allergic to it. Because latex, you could put concealer right here, just to coat it, and you can see, yes, it's still drying. You see, it takes quite a while for it to dry. That's the reason why I don't like to do full face of it, because and there are times that it does get uncomfortable, because it has to dry up first for anything. So you see, and then we're gonna put the red. That's the next color I'm gonna put. So we're gonna let this red right here, but it's like you see, I use most of this red already, so we're just gonna use it. So we're gonna just blend this out under and just do the red here. Go under where the waterline is, and the lip. Gonna go under. So there you go. Just make sure you open your eyes and look to Jesus. So I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit, just to make sure it looks nice. Okay. And this is the reason why I put the eyeshadow first, because you see how much is spread before I put the foundation. I line my eyes right here. Yeah, just to get and then the wing, and then I'm gonna go like this to blend this out. And you just put a little bit more of this, because I don't like how it looks. I'll go where the waterline is, just to go like just to color in black. And the next step is, the video just stopped, and then I'm gonna put is the mascara. So I'm gonna coat it at least like 3 times to make it longer. And this is the only eye I'm gonna put is lashes. This eye I'm not gonna put lashes, because it's like I'm basically burnt, so that's why I'm not gonna put it. See this? So I put the mascara. See? The next thing is I'm gonna put is the foundation. So I'm gonna put foundation just in this side, the half, and also on the neck area. Because you want to make sure it's blended out. Because you want to make sure that it's even. And we're gonna use the foundation brush to blend this out. Just make sure it's only half, because this side, is a burn mark. So we're gonna blend this out. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Blend. I'm gonna put concealer under the eyes, and then also up here. And then what I use is the makeup sponge, and we're gonna just blend this out, because you don't want to show like the dark circles. That's the biggest thing I don't like, especially like when I'm very sleepy. I don't like to show dark circles, especially with me. So this is my favorite part. So we're gonna put is the contour. So that's the next thing we're gonna be doing is the contour, but only in this side we're doing the contour, not this side. And then on the neck, and we're gonna blend this out. So make sure it's actually blended out, because the reason I'm putting the contour to slim my neck. So that's why I always love to put the contour, because I love when my neck is always slim, especially when I want to look good on camera too. Also. So that's the reason why I put the contour to blend this out. Blend it out. See the difference? I'm gonna blend this out. Blend it out very well. See, blending this out. Making sure. Yeah. Contour my nose, just a little bit, and contouring right here, and then blending this out with my fingers, because I'm not gonna put too much, because it's just half of the nose that is mostly gonna be like see this side, and so yeah.
He had a mental break all of a sudden for no reason. He had a mental break. No, no cause, and then
This little tool just to make the poke the holes, just to get the burn mark. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is poke holes. I'm gonna make some of them
it's
bigger
such
and some of them
the chain of
smaller.
command,
So that's the
like
thing I'm
things
gonna be
get hidden
doing.
in each step,
It's gonna be
right?
quite
And
a
then
while,
so
because this is like,
it's like Vanessa, who do you go to when a
it's just like,
person is
see?
the next in your chain of command,
There you
the one
go.
that's doing
And
it?
then
Who do you
do
go
it
to?
like this.
Vanessa, I go.
But I have the holes, you see that and I'm poking more of these holes, and it hurts with this tool. So that's why I'm actually poking it little by little. And this is, see? Because we definitely gotta color this, and of course the first thing we're gonna color the holes right here first. I put all the holes here so you can see, so I'm just gonna blend the colors. Well, I'm gonna put the colors first. I'm gonna use, and then I'm gonna color this in where like the latex, so I'm gonna color this in all over, but I'm gonna be using these different colors. This is Linus. This is the burn marks. So this is going
Why are 3
straight.
people a month dying at this
It's
factory
like,
and not
blending
in these
this
other
out.
factories?
So just
Why
gonna
is this
so
factory
you can see
killing
that I'm
people
not going
and these
too
other
dark of the
factories, they have
colors because
accidents, but not
I'm gonna
nearly
use
the
other
same rate as
colors
one
also.
specific factory? And when people
I
think
colored this
about
color
Freddy
because I was just trying
serving
to
the
see what colors
military,
to
it
use,
conjures
which
images of
color to
foreign
use, if
lands
this
and
is actually the
battles,
right color.
perhaps being
But yes,
exposed to
this is the
toxic
correct
chemicals
color
or
for this.
unsafe conditions in other
But
foreign
it's not, I'm
parts
not
of the
gonna be
world.
using this
And it's
this
rare to think that there
shade
might
of
be a risk
like
inside the
brownish
same
and
confines of
grayish.
a military
Be
base
using
in the
different
United
colors too
States.
also.
At least that
So
was
I'm
the
gonna
reality
blend
for
this.
Patty.
You can see how
He was
this looks.
dead.
So I'm just gonna
On
blend more of the
August 19th,
colors with the, it's
2019,
like this,
23
these
year old
colors
private
right
Gregory
here
Paul Morales got into
and
his
the red.
black Kia
So we're gonna
Rio,
see.
left for
Let's
good,
just blend this
and was
out to
never
see
seen
how it's
again.
gonna turn out.
Unfortunately,
Cause we're
Gregory
trying to make this
disappeared
like
just a
really
few weeks
burnt,
before he
like
was scheduled to
really
be
burnt.
discharged from the Army. When he failed to return to
So next thing is with the holes, I'm gonna put the black and the red. So that's the next thing be doing is put like I have to mix these together because just to like show
On June 30th,
and just
2020,
blend this
partial
out
human remains were found near the
and then
Leon
blend this
River in
out.
Bellet County,
Let me
Texas.
just make
They
sure
were
it's more
identified
red
as
than
male.
black. So it's like the red right here.
Apprehended and bludgeoned to death
See?
by a hammer on
It's like a
base at
burn
Fort
mark
Hood
on
by
the.
specialist Aaron David
So
Robinson,
just
a
putting it
fellow
what the
soldier.
holes are.
Robinson had apparently been motivated by fear to murder
Mm.
Vanessa after she had seen a photo
So
of his
there's this
girlfriend,
here.
Cecily Ann.
I'm putting, I'm just doing more. I'm just filling what the holes are with blood red. And then I'm gonna put just a little bit of black. So that's another thing I'm gonna be doing also. Is put like a little bit of black. But it's turning out really good. Cause usually when I do Freddy Krueger, I do something like this, but this is actually a lot better. Cause like I want to make myself that I'm actually burnt.
And
But
on
see,
July 1st,
this
2020,
see.
after the
I use the black, so you see like towards the end right here with the line, you're gonna line that black here. And then like if it's like if you put too much of the black, you just put the red. Let me just put a little bit of red and then just blend it out. Cause you'll make sure it's actually popping out. You see, like it's more like a blood red more than anything. So this, so you see, so I'm gonna oh do the same thing with the black here. Go around. Same here, go around, and then I'm gonna put like a little black here, just to make more different. So just blending this out a little bit, just to press concealer on the lips, just a little bit, not too much. It's always gonna be on this side. Just blend this out. Just blend this out. And the final thing is gonna be the lipstick, and I'm gonna blend this out. I'm gonna put the lipstick, just to like line this, and then blend it. You see, like lining it. There's not really much actually, so that's why I'm just gonna. I might go for the colors. That's all. So the makeup is done, and I'm just gonna put the costume on to see how it looks. So here is the final look of Freddy Krueger, and I have done it many times. So look, I did the burn marks of Freddy Krueger, and I'm just wearing like the contact lenses. I just wanted to do like half glam and half burnt, because it would have took me a lot longer to do like whole thing burnt, especially the latex would have took a lot longer and especially more to dry. But I really hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. If you want to take other makeup tutorials, just comment below my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.